breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
DC tourist shocked after shutdown. Over the last 24 hours, the country has been plunged into chaos after the government shutdown. Well, that is what the Democrats would love for you to believe, but lo and behold, everything is working just fine and will continue to despite the hysteria the mainstream media has pushed. In fact, the majority of Americans will not notice a thing gone awry since only non-essential government workers were affected by this liberal grandstanding for illegal immigrants. However, that was not the case back in 2013 when Barack Obama threw his temper tantrum by refusing to negotiate with Republicans on how to fund the government. Instead, Obama shut the government down, but not before he realized that when he did, no one would really notice his dramatic gesture and things would continue to work despite their absence. So, Obama decided, with his flair for dramatic, ramped up the theatrics by closing down the national parks, which included the World War II Memorial in Washington. Even during the shutdown of 2013, the House Committee on Natural Resources noted that the Obama administration is going out of its way to take unreasonable and unnecessary steps to block public access to parks and monuments that aren't warranted by a government shutdown. For example, open-air parks and national monuments, places with outdoors or gates, where people are allowed to visit 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, have been barricaded off, the committee added. In addition, none of these DC memorials were closed during the last government shutdown in 1995 to 1996 under the Clinton administration. The Obama administration's closing of these sites is not something they are required to do, it's something they are choosing to do. The Obama administration wants the effects of this government shutdown to be as painful as possible. However, that was then, and this is now, and here we are in the midst of another government shutdown. But something is very different. Instead of crying and making a public scene, President Trump is allowing this absurd liberal hissy fit to run its course, leaving the theatrics out of it, which many government workers and tourists noticed today. Just one day into the shutdown, Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke went to work cleaning up trash on the National Mall and speaking to school children with a smile on Sunday morning. Nope. Zinke was not out of a job or turning people away from the memorials, but doing what he does every day. Here is more from the Daily Caller. "We're not putting up barricades," Zinke told the Daily Caller in an interview. "Absolutely not. We're passing out brochures until we run out of brochures. I'll be out here every day." Zinke and much of the federal government has had the vast majority of staff furloughed due to the government shutdown. The shutdown happened on Friday when Democrats refused to vote for a GOP budget bill that kept the government funded. A shutdown means all non-essential government workers get furloughed and the rest go without pay until Congress can pass a funding bill. The last government shutdown was in 2013 under the Obama administration. For that shutdown, the Department of Interior made the controversial decision to close public parks, monuments, and battlefields. The decision led to some comical and ultimately sad stories of children having their DC school trips canceled and veterans not being able to visit monuments built in their honor. However, if you were looking for similar headlines under the Trump administration, keep looking. In the first hours of the government shutdown, Secretary Zinke was making plans for how to keep America's public parks open. In the early hours of Saturday morning, Zinke met with public affairs and maintenance